Is the mighty US dollar era coming to an end? The BRICS nations Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa are investigating the feasibility of establishing a money transfer system. This move has the power to completely transform international trade, which will change everything, literally everything. How will everything change with the new payment system at BRICS? BRICS strikes back with a revolutionary payment system. Join us to learn everything you need to know about this groundbreaking system. Will US dollars continue to be used for payments and transactions in the foreseeable future? No chance. De-dollarization is a steadfast commitment of the BRICS member countries, which prefer their national currencies. The new BRICS pay system is set to accelerate this transformation. Introducing the revolutionary BRICS pay system. Is it a central bank digital currency? Nope, it is something revolutionary. BRICS pay doesn't conform to these categories. It is a whole new beast, driven by distributed ledger technology and powered by blockchain, and a game changer for traditional banking. Get ready to throw off the outdated financial guidelines. It is a whole different kind of digital service that accepts all forms of payment. Any BRICS member currency can play the game. The financial objective is to usher in a new era of trade and financial independence among the BRICS nations. They aim to break free from the dominance of the US dollar and the euro and cut relations with Western financial systems like SWIFT. Prepare for a financial revolution. Russia and Iran have already experienced the negative effects of having their foreign assets frozen due to their SWIFT network being cut off. China is among the other countries that have occasionally been threatened with taking similar measures. The threat of additional financial sanctions has increased the urgency to create a substitute system to an all-time high. For this reason, BRICS Pay aims to effectively replace SWIFT features. Not only is SWIFT being replaced, but member nations will once again have financial authority free from third-party intervention. But BRICS Pay is not limited to the BRICS. Payments to other BRICS nations are now possible for customers of Standard Chartered Bank in the UK, thanks to the integration of BRICS Pay into its digital payment platform. Some analysts claim that the goal of the BRICS strategy is to convince other nations to give up using the US dollar. As a result, many developing nations would be encouraged to trade without relying on the dollar. In order to sustain the military effort against Ukraine, a nation such as Russia depends on the latter. This move may compete with the well-known international payment system, SWIFT. Russian Finance Minister Anton Siluanov disclosed this information in an interview with the TASS news agency. In an interview with reporters at the Moscow Financial Forum, Minister Siluanov emphasized that many BRICS nations have already created their own payment systems. "We are working on launching our financial data transmission platform," he said. "While some have already established systems, others are about to do so. Everything is ready for a game-changing discussion. In order to boost trade among its member countries, the BRICS Economic Alliance is adamant about breaking ties with traditional international payment methods. Mark your calendars for next year's event. It is not just another meeting. Heads of finance and administrative representatives from the BRICS nations are getting ready for a revolutionary discussion that has the potential to completely change the global financial scene." Are the BRICS countries coming together to challenge American economic dominance? The BRICS countries are concerned about how the US dollar's long-lasting dominance in the world economy may impact their own economies. De-dollarization is their countermeasure to this. China led the way with the introduction of the cross-border interbank payment system in 2015. Its objective is to encourage the global adoption of the Chinese RMB and transform the global financial system. A system you have probably never heard of handles the transactions of over 4,200 banks in 182 different countries worldwide. The BRICS countries have embraced the CIPS system, encouraging intra-block commerce and greater financial self-reliance. It will take time to see how this changes the global financial scene. The financial world is undergoing seismic upheaval, and BRICS countries are voicing their geopolitical intentions. What took place behind the closed doors at the BRICS summit in Johannesburg, with the finance minister of South Africa attending? The BRICS summit, which took place in Johannesburg last month, provided a forum for some thought-provoking conversations. The host of the summit, South Africa's Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana, made their position crystal clear. Although there is speculation that BRICS would displace international payment networks such as SWIFT, Godongwana highlighted that their real goal is to accelerate trade through the use of local currencies. At the BRICS summit, the leaders settled on a thorough plan of action, further demonstrating their commitment to one another. The finance ministers of each of the participating nations will conduct extensive research into the intricacies of local currencies, their payment methods and platforms during the course of the upcoming year. Global tensions heighten as BRICS nations challenge the supremacy of the US dollar. Finance ministers are working behind the scenes, analyzing figures and making suggestions that might change the game. However, disagreements about the US dollar's influence on international relations are growing on a global scale. Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, is not holding back when it comes to accusing Western countries of using the dollar as a political and economic weapon. And he is not alone in feeling this way. The former president of Brazil and head of the New Development Bank, which is headquartered in China, Dilma Rousseff, echoes similar worries. With the US dollar being used as a weapon against other countries, the search for alternative currencies is more important than ever. Why did the BRICS nations establish the New Development Bank in 2014? This institution's main objective was to reduce the number of international transactions that relied on US currency. The key component of NBD's broader vision is the idea of diversifying the medium used in financial transactions related to international trade. The new chapter in this developing story is that the BRICS have hinted at a groundbreaking project, the introduction of a currency backed by gold. With the potential to challenge the US dollar's position as the world's reserve currency, this currency seeks to ease international trade settlements. Sources like RT claim that this action is becoming more popular and is regarded as a turning point in the ongoing de-dollarization trend that is engulfing the global economy. The methods and judgments made by the BRICS nations as they navigate these uncharted waters could have a significant impact on the global economic system. Finding similarities with the current monetary systems will help us understand the possible path that the BRICS countries may take in the future. The euro is one of the most important regional currencies that have emerged in recent years. The euro, which is used by the nations that make up the European Union's Eurozone, serves as both a model and a warning to the BRICS. The introduction of the euro was a significant milestone for regional integration and collaboration. Its main goals were to increase economic stability, make cross-border trade easier, and establish Europe as a major player in the world economy. And it was fruitful in many ways. Trade restrictions decreased, travel between Eurozone nations became smoother, and the EU's combined economic power was felt globally. Was the euro's journey smooth always? Not always. The Eurozone had its fair share of hurdles. The 2009 financial crisis was one of the major challenges the Eurozone had to overcome. Even if the gold-backed currency offers stability, long-term sustainability requires addressing the various economic dynamics and growth rates within the bloc. As we turn our attention to the future, the 2030 ES hold out the possibility of a seismic shift in the balance of economic power. A multifaceted economic world might emerge. This could undermine the former supremacy of the West, especially the US, if the BRICS countries are successful in implementing their gold-backed currency. This would encourage other countries, particularly developing ones, to affiliate themselves more closely with BRICS. They might do so through membership in the group or trade agreements that prioritize the gold-backed currency. It will be crucial for nations outside the BRICS alliance to adjust. Countries that rely heavily on the US currency may need to reconsider their economic policies and form new trade deals and alliances. On the other hand, those who are dubious about the BRICS goals may strengthen their bonds with long-standing allies, which would result in a more binary global economic system. In the coming years, the BRICS countries' choices and actions will have a significant impact on how the world economy is viewed. As the anticipation grows, observers and financial experts are on the edge of their seats, eagerly waiting to see how this historic chapter in global banking plays out. None other than Warren Buffett predicted that the dollar would last another 50 years. However, some countries gradually reduce cross-border trade conducted in dollars. This shows their preference for a more fair and equitable money transfer system. Is a new era of global financial transactions without the dominance of the dollar approaching? Share your thoughts in the comment section below.